Hey everyone, Tim Streifler here with Divi Life, and we are back with another Divember tutorial. Divember is the month-long series that we started at the beginning of the month where we are going live with Divi tutorials, Divi freebies, new Divi products, new features to some of our existing Divi products. There's a lot going on and you definitely don't want to miss out. So make sure you subscribe to Divi Life on our email list, on our Facebook, on our YouTube, so that you can be notified when we go live with all of these new Divi related things, tutorials, freebies, and everything. So super excited for the tutorial today. It's super easy, very simple, very quick. And but it makes a big impact, and I'm going to show you what it is in a second. Now, if you are watching live right now, you're watching the live stream either on Facebook or YouTube, do me a favor and just comment live in the comments, and then say where you're watching live from. So whether you're in Australia or you're in France or Europe or the United States, just say where you're tuning in from. It's just kind of fun to see where everyone is tuning in from around the world. We have a global audience with subscribers from everywhere, so it's just fun to see. And then on the flip side, if you were watching the replay, just comment replay. No matter if you're watching on the blog, if you're watching on the on Facebook, on YouTube, just comment replay and then where in the world you are watching from. That just helps me for tracking purposes to see who's watching live versus the replay. And then again, it's just kind of fun to see where everyone is tuning in from. So today I'm going to show you how to customize the select color on your Divi website. Now, if you don't know what this is, I'm going to show you it here in a second. It's really simple. But before we do that, I want to make sure you don't miss out on any of the stuff we're doing for Divember. Now, as a reminder, Divember, it stands for Divi plus November, and it's the month-long series that we're doing here at Divi Life, where we're going live every day, 5 days a week, I should say, with new Divi tutorials, with Divi freebies, new Divi products, and then new releases to some of our existing products too. And so you can actually go and open up the archive here for all the Divember. So this is the category archive page for all the Divember posts, and see all the posts that we've done so far, all the existing tutorials and freebies. There's a free child theme here, Divi Digital Marketing. Yesterday we released a free image hover effect layout pack with some really cool blurb and gallery hovers with descriptions and everything. And then a bunch of tutorials as well. So super exciting stuff. So in order to make sure that you don't miss any future tutorials, you can subscribe to our email list. So there's a button here. You can unsubscribe at any time. If you're already subscribed, you're not going to be subscribed twice, so don't worry about that. And then, so same thing on every single one of the Divember posts. You can just click on the button and subscribe to the Divi Life email list here. So today's tutorial, how to customize your text selection on your Divi website. Now, this is, I show you a before and an after. So this is typically what it looks like. It's going to look a little bit different depending on what browser you're using and depending on what operating system you're using, Mac versus PC. But this, for example, was taken in Chrome on a Mac, and when you select, it turns blue and the color stays the same. Nothing exciting. And then if you add some custom CSS, super simple, then it'll look like this here. Let me blow that up for you, where you select it and it turns whatever color you want, which is really cool. Now you might be saying, okay, well, what's the purpose of that? Well, back in, I think it was actually the first post of Divember, we showed you how to customize your browser scroll bar. Super simple tutorial, but it's something that can add that splash of color, splash of branding, and make a big impact on your users. Branding is all about making memorable connections with your audience. And so little things like that extra boost of color, boost of your branding, whether it's a solid color or a gradient, can really make an impact and give your website that extra little bit to stand out and be memorable. And so same thing with the select color. So we can see we actually have this on our website. We've had for several years now, where you select and it's one of our colors from our color scheme. And you'll notice it doesn't just change the background color, it actually changes the font color too. It goes from black to white as you select it. So it's super easy to do, but it does require custom CSS. But look at this. This is the custom CSS right here. That's all it is. A few lines, and it's basically the same thing twice. One's for Firefox and one is for Chrome and Safari. So super easy, super easy. And so I'm going to go ahead and show you how to do that here. And so I have a Divi layout here, just on a local install. And you'll notice when I select, it's just my typical browser. Nothing exciting here, right? So this is on a Mac. Again, it's that light blue color. And if you've changed this on your in your operating systems, I'm pretty sure you can do that. You can change the color. Then it's going to look different than this, but you can override it on your website for your users. And so I'm going to go ahead and show you how to do that here. So I'm just going to copy this. Now you can copy this custom CSS code and paste it anywhere that you're used to adding custom CSS. And so we have some options here. The custom CSS box in Divi theme options, that's typically the easiest. That's what I'm going to show you right now. But if you're using a child theme and you have a style.css file, well, then you can place it there if that's where you're placing other custom CSS. And if you're not sure how to do that, and if you're curious, we have a very in-depth tutorial. It's going to teach you everything you need to know about Divi child themes from a customization perspective as well as a premium template perspective too. So definitely check that out. The link is here on this post. So I'm going to take this custom CSS, I'm going to paste it into Divi theme options. You can see here, actually you can't see, let me move this here. So this is my admin bar. So Divi and then theme options. That's all we're doing here. And then we're going to paste it here in the custom CSS box, which is just the general tab of Divi theme options. So once you do that, you just click save and wait to get that green check mark. And then you look at the front end of the site. And now I'm going to select this paragraph and you can see now it's a different color. It's purple with a white font. However, you might realize this looks terrible because this particular page has red as the accent color. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to grab that red and I'm going to customize it so that I'm not using a color that's kind of random and out of the blue. I want to use the color that is, because the whole point of this is branding and having it match your color scheme of your website or your client's website. So I'm going to come back here and for background. So this is the background color and this is the font color. So just to be clear, font color, we're going to keep white. We don't want to change that. Oops. And then for background color, we're going to make it that red there. You want to make sure you change both so that you don't have different select colors on different browsers. That would just be kind of weird. Okay, so that's saved. I'm going to refresh this. And then now you can see when I select, it's the red color here from my that's my accent color throughout the site. So pretty cool, super simple to do, but you can see it can make a big impact because if you're like me, when I am kind of looking through websites, I'll select stuff kind of as I'm reading it and I'll like click around. Maybe it's just because I'm a little bit ADD and a spaz, but so for me, I'm seeing what the select color is on different websites all the time. So it's just that extra little bit just to give your website that little bit extra of company branding. So so that is it for this tutorial. Super simple. As you can see, just a few lines of CSS just to add that little bit more of customization to your website and to stay on brand with your branding, your brand's color scheme. So stay tuned for more Divember tutorials. We're coming at you with more Divi freebies, with more Divi tutorials. We have some epic new products that we've been working on here at Divi Life for a very long time. We're going to be unveiling all of those as part of Divember coming up. So stay tuned for that. And then also some feature updates to some existing products too. We launched a big feature update to Divi overlays at the beginning of this week with a whole bunch of new features and performance updates and all that good stuff. So until tomorrow, take care. Bye-bye.